Welcome back to Kansas City Chiefs Today. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting stories in the 2025 NFL Draft. Jimmy Horn Jr., a name that's quickly climbing draft boards, and for all the right reasons. We'll break down how his rise to prominence could impact the Kansas City Chiefs' future. But before we get started, let's take a look at the star of our show, Patrick Mahomes, and how his performance in 2024 sets the stage for what's to come. This isn't just about Mahomes. We'll also look at the Chiefs' off-season moves, new additions, and how they're preparing for the 2025 season. Stay tuned for expert predictions on how all of this will shape Mahomes' 2025 stats. Before we talk about Jimmy Horn Jr., let's first set the stage with Patrick Mahomes. In 2024, Mahomes was at his MVP caliber level. Let's recap his season stats. He threw for over 4,500 yards, tossed 40 touchdowns, and kept his interception rate low with just 7 picks. But it wasn't just about the stats. Mahomes delivered in clutch moments, guiding the Chiefs to a top playoff seed once again. He earned accolades that reaffirmed his position as one of the NFL's elite quarterbacks. With his incredible playmaking, Mahomes proved that when it matters most, he can take control and win games. What does all of this mean for 2025? How will Mahomes continue to evolve in a system that's constantly changing around him? Looking ahead to 2025, let's focus on the Kansas City Chiefs' offseason moves. A lot has changed in the roster this year, and those changes are key to Mahomes' success. First, the Chiefs made major upgrades to the offensive line, bringing in key free agents to protect Mahomes even better. But perhaps the biggest change comes in the wide receiver core. With the departure of veteran receivers, the Chiefs are looking to new, young talent to step up. Enter Jimmy Horn Jr., who might just be the playmaker the Chiefs need to complement Mahomes. On defense, the team has also made some shifts that could influence how Mahomes operates in high-pressure situations. These additions and changes will be crucial in how Mahomes' stats play out in 2025. Let's talk a bit about Patrick Mahomes' current contract situation. The Kansas City Chiefs locked him in for the long term with one of the largest deals in NFL history. But with great contracts come high expectations. Mahomes will make around $45 million per year for the next few seasons, which means he's under constant pressure to perform at an elite level. This type of contract incentivizes Mahomes to continually improve and elevate his game, ensuring that the Chiefs remain competitive. But there's also the question of how his contract impacts the team's overall salary cap. The Chiefs will need to manage their resources wisely to maintain a strong supporting cast for Mahomes. Now that we've covered Mahomes, let's dive into the Chiefs' offensive scheme. The team remains one of the most potent offenses in the NFL, largely thanks to Mahomes' ability to spread the ball to multiple targets. However, every offense has its strengths and weaknesses. The Chiefs have relied heavily on deep passes, with Mahomes connecting often with Tyreek Hill in previous years. But with new receivers in the mix, we could see a shift toward a more balanced attack. The running game will also play a bigger role in 2025, as the Chiefs attempt to control the clock more efficiently. The offensive line improvements are also key. Will they give Mahomes enough time to connect with the downfield threats? And how will Jimmy Horn Jr. fit into this puzzle? Looking ahead, one of the biggest factors impacting Mahomes' performance will be the Chiefs' 2025 schedule. Let's break down some of the toughest matchups the Chiefs will face. Games against top-tier defenses like the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers will be significant challenges. These teams have formidable pass rushes and secondary units that can test Mahomes' decision-making and ability to execute under pressure. There are also games against division rivals like the Chargers and Broncos, who always bring a heightened level of competition. With these matchups in mind, it will be interesting to see how Mahomes adjusts and how new weapons like Jimmy Horn Jr. can help take pressure off him. As great as Mahomes is, there's always room for improvement. In 2025, we'll be watching for a few key areas where Mahomes could continue to evolve. First, his deep passing game has been both a strength and a weakness. While Mahomes can make jaw-dropping throws, his deep ball accuracy can be inconsistent at times. If he can clean up that aspect of his game, expect even more explosive plays. Another area is his ability to read defenses before and after the snap. Mahomes has made incredible plays with his improvisation skills, but having a quicker read on defenses could allow him to make quicker, more decisive throws. Now, let's talk numbers. Patrick Mahomes has consistently put up impressive stats over the years, and 2025 should be no different. Based on previous seasons and the Chiefs' offensive setup, we're projecting Mahomes to throw for over 4,500 passing yards in 2025. When it comes to touchdowns, he's likely to hit around 40, thanks to his ability to throw deep and find new targets like Horn Jr., but interceptions could be a bit higher, possibly around 10, given some of the tough defenses he'll face. These projections are based on Mahomes' track record, the new offensive line, and how the schedule stacks up. Ultimately, Mahomes' stats will play a crucial role in how successful the Chiefs are in 2025. If Mahomes can maintain his MVP-level play, expect the Chiefs to have a strong regular season record and potentially clinch a high playoff seed. His individual performance will be tied to how well the team can execute in critical games. But it's not just about individual stats. The team's success will depend on how Mahomes' leadership elevates the entire roster, including the new pieces like Jimmy Horn Jr. and the revamped offensive line. Now, let's shift focus to the rising star of the 2025 NFL Draft. Jimmy Horn Jr., this young wide receiver from the University of South Florida, has impressed scouts with his lightning-fast speed, exceptional route running, and ability to make explosive plays. But it's his consistency and football IQ that have truly elevated him in the eyes of NFL teams, including the Kansas City Chiefs. Horn's ability to stretch the field and make defenders miss after the catch gives him a unique skill set that would complement Mahomes' playing style perfectly. Let's take a deeper look into what makes Horn such a dangerous weapon, and why his name is climbing draft boards as we approach April. Many analysts have speculated on where Horn Jr. would fit best, and the Chiefs seem like a perfect match. Kansas City's offense has always been explosive, but they've lacked a truly dynamic receiver who can take the top off the defense with blazing speed. Horn Jr. could be that missing piece. His ability to run precise routes and gain separation makes him an ideal deep threat, and his skills as a yards-after-catch receiver could be the X-factor for the Chiefs. Imagine him lining up opposite Travis Kelce, creating a dual-threat scenario that's nearly impossible to defend. Mahomes would have yet another weapon at his disposal to dismantle opposing defenses. Jimmy Horn Jr. brings more than just speed to the Chiefs' offense. His work ethic, ability to create separation, and proficiency at tracking the football deep down the field will add a new dimension to Mahomes' game. As we've seen with past Chiefs wide receivers, Mahomes thrives when he has fast, versatile weapons to distribute the ball to. With Horn Jr. in the mix, Mahomes will have another reliable target, especially in high-pressure situations where speed and route running are key. This dynamic combination could allow the Chiefs to open up their playbook even further, mixing in quick slants and deep shots, as well as creative misdirection plays. Another key aspect of the Chiefs' potential success in 2025 will be their offensive line. The Chiefs have made significant strides in improving this unit during the offseason, adding key players through both the draft and free agency. A solid offensive line will provide Mahomes with more time to make his signature deep throws and give new wide receivers like Horn Jr. a chance to get open. With a better pocket presence, Mahomes should be able to read defenses quicker, leading to fewer sacks and more explosive plays. We saw last season that Mahomes can still make magic happen under pressure, but an improved offensive line will give him the breathing room he needs to thrive. So, with all of these elements in place, Mahomes' proven ability, Horn Jr.'s potential impact, and the enhanced offensive line, what does this mean for the Chiefs' playoff chances in 2025? Let's look at their potential path to the Super Bowl. Kansas City remains one of the most dangerous teams in the AFC, and with a strong season for Mahomes and his new receiving options, they are well positioned to make a deep playoff run. With a healthy Mahomes, a revamped offense, and an improving defense, the Chiefs could very well return to the Super Bowl for a third time in just a few years. It all starts with Mahomes' performance and the chemistry he builds with Horn Jr. and the rest of his weapons. Looking ahead, the Chiefs' draft strategy in 2025 will be key to their continued success. With a need for wide receiver depth and potential upgrades in the secondary, the Chiefs will look to strike gold again. With the possibility of drafting someone like Jimmy Horn Jr., the Chiefs could bolster their offense even further, giving Mahomes even more tools to work with. The team has shown an uncanny ability to draft well and find talent in unexpected places, and this year's draft class could offer even more gems. As we get closer to draft day, we'll see whether the Chiefs continue their trend of strategic moves or take a different approach. In 2025, the Chiefs will continue to face elite defenses that will test their offensive schemes. But with Mahomes at the helm, no defense is ever truly safe. The question is, How will new additions like Jimmy Horn Jr. affect the Chiefs' ability to attack top-tier defenses? We've seen in the past that Mahomes thrives when facing the toughest opponents, and Horn Jr. could be the game-changer needed to tip the scales in the Chiefs' favor. Will he help Mahomes extend plays downfield? Or will he serve as a reliable option underneath? The variety of offensive weapons will keep opposing defenses on their toes all season. Some of the biggest games on the Chiefs' 2025 schedule will come against elite defenses and division rivals. Whether it's facing the Bills, the Chargers, or the Ravens, Mahomes will have to deliver big performances week in and week out. And with Horn Jr. potentially being a big part of the offense, it will be interesting to see how he matches up against the top cornerbacks in the league. The ability to execute in these high-stakes matchups could define the Chiefs' season and determine their fate in the playoffs. These are the games that Mahomes and Horn Jr. will need to shine in if the Chiefs want another Super Bowl appearance. As we wrap up our analysis of the 2025 Kansas City Chiefs and Jimmy Horn Jr.'s potential rise, we can see the pieces coming together for another exciting season. Mahomes' stats, the revamped offense, and the infusion of new talent like Horn Jr. all point to a team that will be competitive for years to come. The Chiefs will face tough challenges, but with Mahomes leading the charge, there's no reason they can't make another deep playoff run. What do you think? Can Horn Jr. be the missing link that propels the Chiefs back to the top? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.